What's up, mother foxes? Welcome back, guys. I'm gonna do something to this car. Well, I've done it already. I just gotta fix it. So the problem was it failed. So let me show you what I did. This isn't anything like earth-shattering, you know, as far as you know, mods to your car. This is just something aesthetic. So let me show you what I got here. And this is something I did a few years ago, and I put it out on Facebook, one of the Facebook groups, and I got a pretty good positive response from it. A lot of people asking me, what did I do, where did I get it, how did I do it? But some of you know what this is, and I'm going to show you right now. Alright guys, you see in there, you see the blue and the cup holder there? That is an LED light rope, and as far as I know, there's only one place you can get it. I've checked, I haven't checked recently if there's any place to get it, but the only place you can get it is f150leds.com. And this one failed. I think I know why now, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull this out, replace it. Hopefully, this is all super glued in here. Hopefully denatured alcohol will take that off and not take the dye off. If it takes the dye off, we got an issue. Which I don't think it will, because I already experimented with that before. So let me get this off. I'm also going to replace this thing, just because I don't ever use this aux thing. I put it on there because this radio does have that, but I don't ever use it. So I'm just going to pull it out and put one that's just got a USB on there. And this is the only cup holder you can be able to do this thing to. The other one that's out there doesn't have this ledge. So I don't really like that one. People didn't like this because the cup holder came out. That's the one thing I didn't like about it either. But when you put this light in here, you super glue it down, they don't come out anymore. So but yeah, I drilled a hole in here for my, this is for my Apple CarPlay. It's hooked into the radio. But yeah, let me pull this out here and let me show you what I got. Alright guys, this is what we have here. These are the F150 LED rope cup holder lights. They do have their own little ballast on them, and then I did buy some for Ginger, but these ones are a little bit different. For some reason they got these in two pieces instead of just one piece, so I'm not sure why they did that. I was going to call them, but I kind of figured out a way I think I can deal with that. But one thing the reason why I think these failed, and it's because of these. And if you look here, they got an ADA circuit for a F150 fuse box. I never put a fuse on this, so I'm wondering if that's why they ended up dying on me. So I bought this overkill fuse. It's like you can't get anything less than 10 gauge. So there's a 30 amp fuse in there. I'll pull that out, put like a 5 or a 10. So I think that might have popped, and or that burnt the ballast out of it. So I think that's why they failed. But I tested these on my battery directly, and they don't work. So but yeah, this we'll get to later with the other car. But here's that other auxiliary I was talking about. It's just got a plain USB instead of the aux cord in there too. So but these are actually peeling off here pretty good, so we'll see. Yeah, look at that. I might have to throw some, yeah, it's sticking right there, so I might have to throw some denatured alcohol in there just to tab it in there and kind of loosen them up to get them out of there. And then of course I got super glue. F150 LEDs does send you RTV with this. Don't use it. Use it for something else. It's if you watch their video, these things aren't shaped, as you can see, to go around these. You got to shape them. RTV takes a little while to dry, and if you watch the video, they kind of cut where the guy starts putting them in, and then they come back to when it's done. So I don't know what they did to hold those in there, but it does look like a mess, and it is a mess when they're done. But in an F-150 you're not going to see them, but in these cars, yeah, you're going to see this. So you want them to be neat, so the super glue is a neat option to do. Put it in there, and it's quick, and it sets faster and gets that stuff to sit there. You do have to drill a hole in your console. So be careful when you do that. I was extremely careful when I did that. So yeah, because I just bought this whole thing, which is about $110, I think, at the time. I think they're cheaper now, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get these out of here, get these glued inside. And what I end up doing, guys, and here's the back side of these, is you end up just wiring this up. The ashtray light, which, if you understand Foxbody wiring, lights up when you turn the headlights on. And that's exactly what I wanted these to do. During the day, why do I want it on? You can't see it anyway. So I wired this into that light so it comes on with the headlights. So that's all you do. I just posi tapped them in. And these things actually are potted. So, I mean, they're like waterproof and stuff, but I wouldn't trust it for that. Not that these things are ever going to live outside your... They're actually meant for cup holders in F-150s. 09 to 2014 F-150s, I think they are. But yeah, there it is right there, guys. Go to their website. They got it. They're not paying me. They're not a sponsor or anything like that. This is just a good product. They're about $40. So not a big deal that I had to buy another set of these. Of course, now that I understand, it doesn't have a fuse on it. So oh well. May have to get a razor blade. And there you have it, guys. It's all glued in there now. I just got to hook it all up, put it back in the car. As you've seen, I had to break out the heat gun because one thing I wasn't anticipating with the super glue was it's only 50 degrees out here. And yes, I am in shorts because it doesn't bother me, but apparently it bothers super glue. So, really wasn't giving it much thought and said, why isn't this sticking? And then I realized, you know what, it's only 50 degrees outside. So I grabbed the heat gun and that took care of it for me. So it's in there, just gonna probably let it sit for a while and then wash it up and then get it hooked up. But in the meantime, I'll put that inline fuse on this. Alright, y'all. There we go, it's all taken care of. I had to put a little piece of black tape on there. I meant to put a smaller shrink wrap at the bottom of that, then slide it over the big shrink wrap, and then, shrink it. I totally forgot. So I had to tape it up with some black tape. It's good black tape. It's Super 33. So I'm gonna go find like a 5 or a 10 amp fuse and throw in here, and we'll plug her in and test her out. Oh, and it came with these wire tap things. Don't use those. Matter of fact, the best thing for those is just, burn them. Yeah, that's about what they're good for. Alright guys, I got it all buttoned up here on the inside of it. And I got this loose because that's the transistor, guys, and that does get a little bit warm. So I'm going to put it somewhere underneath there where it's not going to get too warm. Now that I think about this, I just thought of this. Get a little piece of Velcro, stick it right there. Huh. I think it's what I'll do. Alright, there we go. Hook to a little piece of Velcro. And y'all are probably like, Velcro, and just stick double-sided tape. Well, it's got room to breathe, with the heat, and I think give a little more heat displacement. So that's cool. And all my wires are right out here where I can just hook into the ashtray light. So let's go do that. And I use posi taps, not them stupid pieces of crap things I burnt. Do not use them things. They're such a piece of garbage, man. Those stupid splicers, they're garbage. They do their job, but they just destroy your wire. So don't do it. Posi taps, guys, they are reusable. Alright, there is the plug 2 the ashtray light. And there are the posi tabs. This side right here has a probe in it, and this side has a groove in it for the wire. So you put it in that groove, and then you put it in there, and the probe goes into the wire. Then, if you don't want to use them no more, just twist this cap right out, and there's just one little tiny hole you can put a little piece of black tape on. So, and then all you got to do is, I got to pull these caps off here, stick the wire inside that cap, and then put it inside that little steel piece there, threads right in, and you're all set. And like I said, if I want to remove this, all I got to do is undo that. So, posi taps. And there you go, guys. There is my little friggin' cup holder light thing. So, yeah, there you go. If you want to do that, like I said, f150leds.com, guys. Pretty cool. So there you go. Something simple, cool. Some of you probably think it's stupid, but I think it's cool. Anyway, see you next time, guys. Later.